Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see about the ischium. So, ischium, it forms the posterior and lower part of the hip bone. This posterior and lower part of the hip bone, it is formed by the ischium. So, this ischium, it contributes to the posterior 2/5 of the acetabulum. So, the posterior 2/5 of the acetabulum, it is contributed by the ischium. Now coming to the parts of the ischium. So this ischium has two parts, namely the body and the ramus of the ischium. This is the body of the ischium, while this is the ramus of the ischium. So once again I am repeating, this is the body of the ischium and this is the ramus of the ischium. The body of the ischium actually consists of two ends, three surfaces and three borders. Now coming to the ends of the ischium. So the ischium has two ends, one is the upper end and the other one is the lower end. The upper end, it fuses with the ilium and also the pubis, and it also contributes to the formation of posterior 2/5 of the acetabulum. Now coming to the lower end of the ischium, actually the lower end contributes to some portion of the ischial tuberosity. So what I am rounding here, this portion is the ischial tuberosity, roughest portion on the ischium. This ischial tuberosity is again divided into two parts, namely the upper quadrilateral and lower triangular part. Again the upper portion, it is divided into upper lateral part and the lower medial part. And again the lower triangular portion, it is divided into smaller medial part and a larger lateral part. So once again I am repeating, this ischial tuberosity is divided into two portions. One is the upper quadrilateral portion and a lower triangular portion. Coming to the upper portion, the upper portion is again divided into two parts. One is the upper lateral part and the lower medial part. And the lower portion is again divided into two parts. One is the smaller medial part and the larger lateral part. Now coming to the surfaces of the ischium. First coming to the femoral surface. So what you are seeing here, this portion, this entire portion, this is the femoral surface. So this femoral surface actually lies in between the lateral border and the anterior border of the ischium, right? Next coming to the dorsal surface of the ischium. So this portion, what you are seeing here, this is the dorsal surface of the ischium. So this dorsal surface lies between the lateral border and the posterior border of the ischium. This dorsal surface of the ischium, it is continuous with the gluteal surface of the ilium. So this entire portion, this is the dorsal surface of the ischium. So this dorsal surface of the ischium, it is continuous with the gluteal surface of the ilium. Coming to the next surface of the ischium, that is the pelvic surface. So this entire portion, what you are seeing here, this entire portion, this is called as the pelvic surface of the ischium. So this lies in between the anterior border and posterior border of the ischium. Next coming to the borders of the ischium. First coming to the anterior border. So this anterior border of the ischium, it actually forms the posterior boundary of the obturator foramen. Then the next border of the ischium is the lateral border. This actually separates the femoral surface from the ischial tuberosity. Coming to the next border of the ischium, that is the posterior border. So what you are seeing here, this one is the posterior border of the ischium, which is continuous with the posterior border of the ilium. So at the end of the posterior border of the ischium, you could see a projection, and this is called as the ischial spine. So till now we saw about the body of the ischium. Let us now see about the ramus of the ischium. So this is the ramus of the ischium. This ramus of the ischium, it actually extends upwards, forwards and medially. So medially it is continuous with the inferior ramus of the pubis. So this ramus of the ischium has two borders and two surfaces. One is the upper border, the other one is the lower border. The next one is the anterior surface, and then of course the posterior surface. This is the posterior surface of the ramus of the ischium. Of course, the ramus of the ischium, the anterior surface of the ramus of the ischium is continuous with the anterior surface of the inferior ramus of the pubis. Next, coming to the acetabular cavity. So this is a hollow cavity. It faces laterally, downwards and forwards. This cavity it articulates with the head of the femur. All three parts of the hip bone they contribute to the formation of the acetabulum, namely the pubis contributes about anterior 1/5 of the acetabulum, whereas the ischium contributes about the lower and the posterior 2/5 of the acetabulum, whereas the ilium contributes about the rest 2/5 of the acetabulum. Then what you're seeing here, this is the acetabular notch. This portion, this is the acetabular notch, and this hollow portion, this is the acetabular fossa. And this acetabular fossa it is actually non-articular and it is filled with a pad of fat. Then what you're seeing here, this surface, this is the lunate surface of the acetabular fossa. This lunate surface is actually a horseshoe shaped area which articulates with the head of the femur. Now coming to the side determination of the hip bone. So the ilium it is expanded and it projects up as you can see here, and then the pubis faces forwards medially above the obturator foramen like this. It faces forwards and medially above the obturator foramen. Then of course the most important and an easy thing, the acetabular cavity faces downwards and forwards and laterally.